This is how you're able to bus each channel into the recording section so you can record it onto the hard drive. The way this is set up is like two ADAT machines. If you've ever worked with a mixer and two ADAT machines, that's exactly how this machine's set up. You have your record track select up here, so you can enable the tracks, and then you click the pan and you're able to record it through. It's pretty standard setup, but let me show you how to start this thing from scratch. What I'm going to do is I'm recalling a scene memory. And a scene memory is literally just a snapshot of all the faders, all the EQ settings, and all the compression settings. Now the one I'm recalling is a blank slab. It's basically just starting from scratch, or a blank palette. So as you can see, the faders went down. Basically what we're working with right now is absolutely nothing. I just pushed the track button so we can see what tracks are recorded here. So we've basically started from scratch. I'm going to put up the first fader. I hear some drums. Second fader as well. So both of these faders are the drums and the bass actually, which I recorded at a live show. So I'm going to link those two together. And now I'm going to see what's on the next fader. Sounds like we have some vibes. We'll link those together. We'll back the drums off a little bit. And then finally, we have a little guitar. Some other guitar, it sounds like. So that's kind of the basic mixing process when you start out with this unit. It's pretty easy to use once you get over the learning curve, which is a couple months if you've never used some equipment like this. The one thing I have to note that is not good about this unit is, listen. That's the bad thing about it. The hard drive makes noise. It's no louder than your computer, but in a solid mixing environment like this where we have the room deadened, we have all this Orlex foam on the walls, it's very important that we keep it quiet. And even that little sound can get to me, even though, yeah, we can crank the sound, but if you're mixing for 8 hours, you don't want to be mixing very loud. So that's the biggest drawback to this unit. One of the greatest things about this unit is if you're into film or film scoring, this is something that will save the CPU of your computer. Running 16-track audio and video on the same computer will draw back your CPU a considerable amount. And a lot of times that's when we'd experience crashes or just weird stuff where our computer's just working too hard. This allows you to take 16 channels of audio out of your computer and put them in a standalone unit so that your computer's CPU is not taxed by audio at all. You can sync it up with your computer using a word clock or MIDI. There's a lot of different ways you can work this unit into a DAW system. So that's the greatest thing about this unit, I believe, is it's able to free up your computer. Now the IOs sound like Yamaha IOs. If you like the sound, go for it. If not, you know, that's something that you may not want to buy. A lot of people don't like the sound of Yamaha IOs. I don't mind them so much. So you make the call. But like I said, this is a little out of date. Yamaha has made some smaller versions since. The AW16G, I believe, is the name of it. And that's a nice unit. Actually, all these units are nice if you're looking for something that's very stable, portable, and basically has everything in one, and it's not a computer. You know, I mean, it's not like your regular computer. It's not an HP or a Macintosh. It's basically its own computer, everything integrated into one. But it's a marvelous unit. I've used it for 5 years. I've never had a single problem with it. I've never lost any data. And that right there says a lot. So this is the Yamaha 4416 16-track digital workstation. Thanks for watching.